Hi everyone! We took a drive to the Rio Grande Reservoir and I thought it would be fun to share it with you all. It is located in a remote part of southwestern Colorado. It is not adjacent to any towns with shops and stores. If you're looking for a remote area that has an established campground with water spigots and toilets, this is a good option. It definitely feels like you're off the beaten path. To get here from Creede, travel west on State Highway 149 for 19 miles. Turn left and go west on Forest Service Road 520. Stay on 520 for another 13 miles to the midpoint of the reservoir. Turn left and go south on the access road to the water. And this is the Lost Creek Campground. This is a nice little campground. It has bathroom facilities. It looks like it has water, which may or may not be working. We've noticed at some of these campsites the water spigot is hit or miss with its functionality. And today we are under red flag warnings here. It's very windy. This part of Colorado just feels very private. It feels very remote and isolated, but it's very easy to access. All the roads were good. No four-wheel drive necessary. If this makes sense, it has that high altitude Colorado feel, so bring your sunscreen. The altitude is 9,400 feet, which makes it the third highest reservoir in Colorado. This trailhead is part of the wilderness area, so if you are going to be hiking in very far, you're encouraged to sign in. OHVs are allowed on the road bordering the reservoir, which leads to Stony Pass and connects to the Weminuche Wilderness area. It's quite a playground between the boating, fishing, ATVs, and hiking options. We actually took advantage of the opportunity to fish in the river and the lake in this area. Here's a view of the width of the lake. As you can see, you can easily see from side to side. It's long and narrow. This area has some really different rock formations along the road, and I think that this is an interesting area because you kind of get a little bit of everything that Colorado has to offer, from rock formations to snow-capped peaks, and the feel of the forest with aspens and pines is a really diverse area to spend some time. There's a little waterfall trickling down into the lake. That's one, if you blink, you would miss it, but once you've noticed it, it's hard to miss. That is really cool. To get to fish in a lake with a view of a waterfall like that, it's pretty special. So you can pull into the sign that says toilet and have easy access down to the water. The lake was a fun place to fish because it has a sandy bank at the boat launch, and Sam was able to play in the sand while the boys fished. If we take a trip back, I would plan on bringing a shade structure to get a break from the sun. This lake feels very clean. There's no trash. Everyone's picking up after themselves. It's a very pristine feel in this area. Now we've made our way to the east side of the lake, and this is the dam. The Rio Grande was dammed to provide agricultural irrigation for the San Luis Valley. The project took place between 1910 and 1914. We scoped out the campgrounds, and I was quite impressed. We checked the water spigots, and all of them were working, which is very important when you're so far from town. The bathrooms were clean, and the campsites were neat as a pin, and most had shade. There is equestrian activity, so the flies may be an issue if you set up camp near the horses. However, the wind was whipping while we were there, so it wasn't an issue that day. This is 30 Mile Campground, which is the closest one to the highway. This would be a nice campground if you wanted to camp and have the sounds of the river. You could fish right here. I linked the resources I used for this video in the description in case you want to check it out yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our little drive through the Rio Grande Reservoir. Bye!